Okay, perhaps this one will work. Alright. Hello everyone. I'm Arrowhead. And to curb my possible Apex Legends addiction, I will be romancing Colonel Sanders. And I need you all to accept this. Okay. Now, logically, my name should be something along the lines of... Let's say... Instead of Colonel Sander, I will be Captain Bandsaw. Alright. That should work. Ah yes, chicken and biscuits. Are the biscuits any actual good at KFC? Oh, well, never mind, no time for that. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now, now, now! Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. I believe we should throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever. I believe this is the right option. You slept through the school year and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. So that was not the right option. That should have been obvious, but I digress. Yes, yes, I sleep soundly, I sleep soundly, I sleep very soundly. And now, smack that clock up and at 'em. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. I'm going to take this seriously. What voice should Captain Bandsaw have? I'm thinking my own voice just to make things easier on me, but... let's see. I suppose with a name like Captain Bandsaw, you kind of have to be a pirate. Or... No, I should get a bit creative here. Instead of just going with what I think a captain should say, let's go with... I'd better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth brushed. Hair combed. Pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. Standing there in the Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. What... voice. It should be...
Good morning, Captain Bandsaw. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives?
Actually,
Because I sure am.
Oh, it's a Maka post from Kill la Kill. Huh.
Because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous.
What's the...
It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but... when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail?
Classic Miriam. Raised by Master Chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great.
But with the Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day-only semesters, I'm afraid being left behind and never catching up.
A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Let's see. Let's pep talk our best friend. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read?
The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget.
I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet. And she told me that you are destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy looking tower? And the other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit?
I've been waiting so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's the tower and the devil. Which... probably not good things, but it could be. Who knows, maybe they're upside down.
I've been waiting so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own.
And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease.
You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself?
Yes. Yes, I can. You can... You can definitely believe it. You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks both your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground.
Hey!
I'm almost positive that's not how you're supposed to spell Ashley, but we'll keep moving onwards anyways. It's Ashley, your arch-rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Now, let me think. What voice should we give this person? This very much, I've seen JoJo, so now I know how to design characters person. Wait, not JoJo specifically, just, I don't know, something about the little, like, the heart on her chef blazer, if that's what that is. Reminds me of Giorno's thing. Let's see. What voice? What is a strange voice that I can use for this? I'm gonna go right in. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins.
You leave Captain Bansaw's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins.
You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. The game is really calling me out on the fact that I'm stating everything obvious, isn't it?
If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us.
We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes when he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. What voice did we give her? I already forgot. Oh, yeah. Van. What voice? I'm gonna give him an almost offensively German accent. Nah, just kidding. Let's see, what? I guess I can just go with the deep voice. You rang? Oh! You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend the students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam.
See you later, losers.
I should have used that voice on this guy. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window and looking. You see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you! I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi Pop, I'm Captain Bandsaw. So... are you gonna make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you.
Is it just me, or is he kinda cute?
I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Well, other students wander in and keep them. Oh, I just read that. Good to know. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of the class. Adorable. It is, of course, at this moment that I draw a complete blank on most of the voices I can actually do. Let's see. No, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class?
You must be Sprinkles. You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSR.
Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. One would hope not, but here we go. Oh, here he comes, the man! Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then... the guy! He walks in. You are immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still.
It's him! It's...
If it isn't my favorite student, Holland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls throughout the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats-a-Lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before faucet pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely.
Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that.
You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. What is it with all your really weird insults? And what is it with all your really weird insults? This is an awful Scottish accent, but I'm going to keep doing it.
Besides, when Captain Bandsaw sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer.
You take a moment to clean yourself up. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Later class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to your students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across the town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? The chicken snack is the obvious choice, given that this is the Kentucky Fried Dating Sim. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite. See? Everyone loves chicken. Well. I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you are left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain.
Hey, Captain Bandsaw, there's still a seat here.
It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me, if you're interested. Well, we are here to date Colonel Sanders. Even if it means betraying our friend. Hello, Colonel Sanders. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn.
Thanks for offering me this seat.
I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you'll ever get that feeling of accomplishing something.
That's so inspiring.
A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Yay, a quiz about me. This incredibly important and surprisingly short This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready to This incredibly short and surprisingly short Wow. This line. It's not a hard line, but it's kicking my ass. This is the shotgun of lines. This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? I never was good at geography questions. This one. That's right. Forest is to tree, as chicken is to... I'm gonna... Just gonna go ahead and guess that it's probably a slam dunk. But my gut says feather, so I'm gonna say feather. That's right! What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? It's gonna be a spork, isn't it? It's not gonna be... I want it to be this. I don't think it would be this. And this is an affront to God, but for some reason they like it. So... Sure. A spork. That's right. It's not right. No, you see, that's the problem, is that the spork does neither the spoon part well, nor the fork part well, and it winds up being the worst version of both. Just putting that out there. What is the best food for a broken heart? Probably something with, like, greens, I guess? And lower cholesterol. I mean, I would say this. I'd be willing to try this. This is probably the right answer. That's right. He Sprinkle's a good boy. He's a talking dog that teaches culinary school. He is the best boy. That's right. Really? If I'd said anything else that I'd been wrong? Really? Alright. Your total score is... Perfect score. 5 out of 5. Wow! To be honest, did you cheat? No, I did not. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity, Captain Bandsaw. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow! The cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters.
Did you smell that? Must be our lunch. It smells crazy good.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But
Cheers.
Lunch, lunch, lunch.
She said shush.
In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
That must be the smell I smelled.
Indeed. That smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, Nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. Just think, somewhere out there in the world, there is someone who knows exactly what both, like, all of them are, really. All 11 herbs and spices. That's like the One Piece, isn't it? It's like someone knows, but no one knows where it is. Everyone else just kind of, like... It's like one of those things where everyone who's involved making the chicken only is allowed to put in, like, one of them, and then everyone else, if they find out the other ones, get killed. Kinda like that scene in Dark Knight, where, all the clowns kill each other at the beginning. I don't know. Something like that. It makes sense to me. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What, do you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Shaw. Nah, dude. Nah, my dude. Nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. It bugs me a little bit that he kind of looks like me, but let's ignore that for now. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just, like, writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that she is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any... Wait, was that did I do the wrong voice there? I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhalation and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everybody. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Let's savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy! Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try and get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold of you to come out and ask. Of you wasn't in the line. I don't know why I said that, but I digress. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. There's a dead body in the closet. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use... It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow! You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you were wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Maybe they'll get Rudy to play me in a commercial or something. Who knows? Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark in this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. I don't think we should neg him. I feel like that would be a bad move. Wow him with a big idea. Do an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. I think we should be modest but thoughtful. Because this might hurt his pride, this would definitely hurt his pride, and this... I will be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Captain Bandsaw. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need.
Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything. Except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pad off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you. But unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel. Would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is? Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, Captain Bandsaw. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Oh my. Two potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? I'm thinking Clank. Clank seems like a very good option here, because he's a robot. Or a... Honestly, what machine is he? Is he a fryer or a barometer? Because he's got the little, like, turn things on his head? I don't know. Let's go with Clank. Ratchet will be devastated, but oh well. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly very excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Hold on there, fella. We didn't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Tissue? I hardly know you. Oh, Miriam, that's a good joke. You're alright. Tissue? I hardly know you.
Clank judders, and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. Wait, it does? I thought it looked like a flint and steel. Isn't that it? Like you hit the flint and the steel and then it makes sparks and then you get a fire? Is that not it? Everything I know about fire is a lie. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, and comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? And gravy? Couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are starting to get pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business. And you'd better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call for me? No. Jeez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing Captain Bandsaw's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them in the boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van Van. Are we working as a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looks like Captain Bandsaw was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is, these young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about any of this makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. We are going to turn to Colonel Sanders, the hunk of hunks. Right? We should do that. Let's go with the hunk. Wait, no. The bestie. You turn to Miriam, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend in need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. As she should after I've abandoned her the rest of the time.
Is someone threatening my friend? I will destroy them!
I actually think that Ashley and Van Van were just leaving. Leaving you in the dust? Via my skills as a chef, perhaps? But stepping away from this competition, you are sorely mistaken. Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Captain Bandsaw is my partner for today's activity. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on the autopilot. Your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which he pours a smooth brown gravy smothering your neatly finished potato dish. Nearly finished potato dish, I should have said. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds the spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift up a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. Oh no. Oh, this is a solid oof, as the kids say. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face.
Van, do something, do something! Do something, do something!
Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Captain Bandsaw. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. I am a bad voice actor.
Can I has potatoes?
Wait, wrong voice. Already, wow. Can I has potatoes face? What? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. What the hell am I looking at? I see. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic! In just a few minutes I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Laid it on a battle axe forged by my supreme chef ancestors. And that's a star-shaped hole mark, which means he's a Joestar.
You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy.
The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed, and may have been turned into process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. Oh.
I don't feel so good. It killed him!
Everyone, step back. Don't take it as a bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, but then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They were as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment, and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. That was a long line, and I'm pretty sure I said none of it correctly, but we're gonna keep moving. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money.
Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here.
Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home.
What? Like, for real? Oh, come on.
You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark, and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them reminds me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Captain Bandsaw? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Ah, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I have been working toward that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, shut up! I'm the one here saying inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. Honest to God, what the hell? Just... Oh boy, you know what? I'm gonna go for the complete opposite, normal voice. The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero. Oh yeah, think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. You know, a friend of mine once told me that's probably one of the most devastating insults you can actually say to someone. Just because, like, if you put like the right amount of spice on it, it's like, shut up, nerd. Yeah. Still a good insult. Still good. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level? Be afraid. Be very afraid. Of me. Because I'm a monster. See? Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? Attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with Love. Cook with Love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes in the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Attack. You decide to go on the attack. It worked last time, right? Cook with Love. Cook with Love does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with Love. Cook with Love does 1 damage. At this rate, the semester will probably be over before this fight is. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses utilitarian. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Attack. You decide to go on the attack. Again. Cook with Love. Cook with Love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares its... Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot Pie Power Pinch! Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. I will spare him. For now. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Begone, beast, and don't you dare come back for the follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said. The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. Cookbooks. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have it signed out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. Colonel is ranked above Captain, right? Like I didn't make a mistake there? Okay. Alright. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Dreams in Scottish. I was gonna say Gaelic, but I don't remember if that's Scottish or Irish, whatever. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Spork Monster, she launches into a story of her own.
Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank.
Like him? Like?
I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got the talking at the class, and he actually is totally a sweet guy. Not only that, but he's also... Not only that, but he's really smart. Told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. You know about Colonel... If I could learn to read, that'd be excellent.
Oh,
You know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school?
no, but that does make complete sense.
Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade.
What the hell did I just say? I'm thinking maybe something got lost in the pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy. Like I am with Colonel Sanders.
You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now?
We've definitely connected yesterday.
You sure did. Sure you did.
Yep, that was the opposite of what I was actually supposed to say, alright.
Sure you did. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess?
Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up.
A secret ingredient?
Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing.
So this summer, when I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical gardens where I was wandering.
This can't be good.
He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show what he meant. And he said it was a powder created from a super duper rare dried flower petals. And that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own.
Please, Miriam, don't tell me.
So I filled my suitcase with them and brought him home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me. And the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted.
Okay, so... that wasn't opium, right? Like, you didn't just do a bunch of opium? I'm not confused. It's probably opium, but I don't know, let's... Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not opium. Maybe I'm wrong. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here.
Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices.
Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient. I doubt it'd be much use to anyone.
Please, please, please? It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders.
I'm gonna make up a fake ingredient. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was an eye of newt. I know, it sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? It was an eye of newt. I know, it sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? I don't think this is a Scottish accent anymore, but I'm gonna keep going. Alright. Scottish! Scottish! Ugh. Purple burglar alarm. Yep, that's it.
Eye of Newt. Wow!
Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. I don't want to get kicked by the horse, so, let's go ahead and stand back and admire his majestic glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. Seems like a waste of perfectly good meat if you ask me, but I digress. I'd also like to clarify, I have no idea what digress means. But I'm gonna keep saying it, because it sounds cool. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Joke on you, game. I never had it in the first place. Hence by the fact that I said joke and not jokes. Oh well. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right.
What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that's what I just said.
Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you.
Oh, Captain Bandsaw just gets really nervous around people they like.
Miriam. What? What? This is not helping.
I mean, they got food poisoning and we're up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it.
Bro. Hey, thanks, Lit Ramen. I love my voice too. Well, I guess someone has to. Anyway. She gives you a wink and a smile, as if to say, situation handled. I can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something really bad. Never mind, really was the next line. They are doing something bad. Normal bad. The kind of everyday bad you see everywhere else. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. I was lying before. It's not normal bad. Well, John Aki, I can only hope that you love my mom. Again, someone has to. Anyway, I really hope she's not watching this. Oh boy. Anyway. Yes, Ramen, I agree that was a killer burn. Huh? I'm actually dying right now. I should probably rush to the ER, but I have a Colonel Sanders to romance. Fuck, I already messed up the line. Lovely. Like counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad? That's not that bad. I mean, you know, everyone summons a demon every once in a while. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? I should use that. That's a good line. I like that line. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. Eavesdropping. That word has an S in it. He notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise as an excuse. Yeah. Now even the cool Jays have showed up. Because of course, they also had to see me flub all these lines. Okay. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. Ahem. It's time for class and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ain't you. Ah. Okay, now he's going Super Saiyan. You changed an art style. God damn. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It's not pancakes, it takes panache. I didn't just read that as pancakes. Probably. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Oh, maybe I will play Desert Bus. That would be an absolute hell and a half, you know? It's something that I definitely do not want to do, and never will do, but I am going to do it, and I hate that fact. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We are playing! Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts! You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. It just said he ran over his foot. I feel like that's cause for concern. Yeah. Who do you think you're talking to? Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Who are known for very racist comments. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Stand? Are you a stand user? Oh, no. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. Not that I changed it, I said it the same way as I always do. Oh fuck. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of... Sprinkles arrives to signal the true... Why is it always lines that involve him that are my problem? It's always the dog. Or maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem. No, that can't be it, I rock. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Is my mom a JoJo reference? Wow. Absolutely scathing insults from chat today. God damn. Seeing a lot of Kentucky Fried insults. Students. I didn't even do the voice. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town and my tiny legs are very, very tired. Yeah, I'm still unstoppable. Thanks, Process Black, I'm always unstoppable. Especially when I have a shotgun. But I'm here now and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly you do. Which is why, in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Captain Bandsaw? Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? Okay, so... Normal, this is a really basic option. This seems like a terrible idea, and this is probably inedible for people. So, let's go with, pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, we made the coleslaw, we could sue them, but why would you do that when Colonel Sanders is so dreamy? I mean, I guess we could sue them to, like, I don't know, like $10 million or shirtless pics of Colonel Sanders, but, you know, one way or another, we'll get what we're owed. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe, like that one episode of Cowboy Bebop where they do mushrooms. And Spike was just climbing the stairs endlessly. Holy shit, that was a really weird episode now that I think about it. Huh. Anywho. My friend. This guy again. I'm here to give you an important message. Whoa. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... cough. Cough, cough. I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... cough, cough. Sorry, I think I've got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through... cough. Must be baby spice. To fulfill... cough. The prophecy. You must... You feel yourself beginning to regain consciousness. Ah, man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no, I should have taken the water. I should have absolutely taken the water. Oh no. I knew the pepper was a bad idea. Damn it. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. Yeah, I'll make mistakes. I'm sure I'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. Oh boy. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Yep, it's on. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I almost said that line properly. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool, fool. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Captain Bandsaw. I'll be watching your performance. Oh no. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Sportsing? What? Is that a real word? Bullshit. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words timer ready. Oh no. That's what I'm talking about. Aru. I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. Alright, Bennett Foddy. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure. And now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one. And you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast, if the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Wait, Celsius. That's right. But how would you have even gotten this to school without knowing that? Vinegar to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. Let that enticing offer motivate you. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. He uses 11 herbs and spices. That's right. You might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tailwagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. Gratitude. That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget when you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. A small town where big dreams are born. That's right, this is your shot and you're not going to miss it. Aru. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. Sizzling. Bullshit. Sizzling is absolutely the sound of success. That's the sound chicken makes when it's on the grill or whatever. That's wrong. Don't mess with me. Don't make me get the spray bottle. Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Captain Bandsaw. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing that he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. What were you thinking? Get your mind back to the competition. Get her. Get her. You're stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. I know, right? Wait, I know, right? Sprinkles, yeah. Sprinkles is playing favorites. What the fuck, Sprinkles? Good God. I'm floundering here. I should be, like, chickening. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof, woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into the stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps.
Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance used in a kitchen battle, but something that means sacrificing personal touch. Might not have any hands, but Captain Bandsaw does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed.
There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by doing the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand in the mixer to rescue your dough before it's over mixed. What? Wait, what? Huh?
Captain Bandsaw, no!
But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Man, fuck. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Ah, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Captain Bansaw's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. She made something that I'd probably have to censor on any other channel. Oh well. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Captain Bandsaw to do the honor, but since you're injured and I'm afraid pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Oh, that's cool. That is pretty cool. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream two ways. What is ice cream two ways? Tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry jelly, Cirque du Soleil. Yep, okay, injuring before competition, automatic tie. Agree with you, Cool J's, agree with you, solid agree. Maybe I should do that before I play Desert Bus, just so I don't have to play it. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. That bitch. She's trying to steal my man. My Kentucky Fried Man. You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off his glistening face. Colonel Sanders recoils and washes you back. Fuck! God damn it! My love, what have I done? Oh my god, I'm a fool. Oh. Dame dane, dame yo, dame nano yo. I'd rewind if I could. Can I rewind? Hold on. I can't rewind. Damn. Unless, what is this? Could I can load! Should I though, is the question. Should I really be messing with the timeline like this? I mean, even if I fix my problem, I might cause some kind of like, I don't know, black hole or something? But I'll earn his love, which makes it better. Oh yeah, I'll travel back in time to win Colonel Sanders' affection. Ah, ha ha! This is what it means to be a gamer. Yes, dramatic announcement. You're on. Celsius. Waha. 11 herbs and spices. Gratitude. Okay. Bubbling is also wrong. Bullshit. Bullshit. Derivative. Okay, I'm guessing this is the same either way. Bandsaw, Captain Bandsaw, no! Oh boy. Blip blip blop blop. Yes, the ice thing, the gel. Internalize the rage you feel. Your rage burns so intensely with your eyes that they burst into Bro. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash. And they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy, fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer, or have you fill mine. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Once again, thank you, Bennett Foddy. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. This goatee was on my face from the first day I was born. Had it before I had teeth. Same with the glasses. And the apron. But I've walked other paths, and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life. But I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice. But I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock. But I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. They make an ass of themselves. Wait, mules aren't donkeys, right? Never mind. Huh. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving my best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changed his focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Pop! Fuck off. Why are you here? I was in the... Alright. Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Is it the spork monster again? It's probably the spork monster again. I'm just going to assume that it's the spork monster again. Oh boy. It's the spork monster. Borko? It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but... I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like to have to always look after... Always look... I know what it's like to have... I know what it's like... Fuck. I know what it's like to have to... How is this line giving me a problem? I know what it's like Mother of God. I know what it's like I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. How did that line take that many takes? What is wrong with me? Mentally, physically, emotionally. Psychologically. That's also mentally, but whatever. Monster problems, am I right? Yeah, you are right, Spork Monster. Thank you. You're the one that gets me. Ah, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong. And cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once? We were all human once. Also, yes, Process Black, Spork Monster did, kick my ass. But I will get him next round, probably. I would hope. Ooh. Yeah, I think I'd also be afraid if people appear like me in front of visual audience, if they just, like, faded into existence. Or like a band wipe or something like that. Or even worse, like checker wipe, you just see like little pieces of them appear in the air, like before they even like fully form. It's like, oh, what the fuck is that? Or even worse, like fade to white, or like fade from white or something like that. Where it's just like you see some like giant shimmering shape in front of you, and then suddenly it turns into a person. Or like the cube flip, if they just like flip into existence. Premiere Pro would create a lot of monstrosities. Spork Monster, I would hope, is not made of shotguns. That's like my natural enemy. God damn. I don't believe it. You were a human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever. But I was still a student. Till one day, some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? Apparently Spork Monster is made of golden retrievers, to solve your, question there. They move like 3 inches. Yeah, that's... Well, like, even worse are like, they just like change their expression, and that's their expression for the next line, and then they just keep like completely frozen except for that one thing they say. It's nuts. At least Spork Monster blinks. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen alive. Captain Bandsaw, together I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. Personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. See, look, he was born with the goatee and the glasses. I was right. Holy shit, I called that. Oh. And he's got an urn. That's sad. That's very sad. Probably from his business partner who got shot. Did I say... I said business. Business partner. I'm not slurring my words. I am talking clearly. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Why does... Everything he says sounds like something you'd hear when you fall in Getting Over It. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Don't climb the snake. It will not get you what you want. You took the easy way out. You have to climb the mountaintop. Some shit. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. Oh wait, that's not Colonel Sanders. Aha! Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure if I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him? Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret, just for you? Let's reveal it, why not? You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens The shredded cabbage dish The shredded cabbage dish glistens. The shredded cabbage dish. Holy shit. Shredded cabbage dish glistens. Shredded cabbage dish glisten. Really? The shredded cabbage dish glisten. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent! Together, you chow down on the creamy slaw. That does not sound... That sounds like a euphemism, right? It sounds like a euphemism. Till a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him some more. He seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. The dialogue remix is okay, yeah. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color, it's actually made up of spun silver. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? That's a good smell right there. Piece of wood? I like that one. Summer of 69? No. It's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... Oh yeah. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state of bird of the great state of Kentucky." Wait, is it not? Is that not the actual bird of Kentucky? I feel like it should be. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. The secret ingredient is cocaine. It's... Oh, that's it. Oh, it's a line of cocaine. I haven't seen cocaine in years. I could use a hit. Yeah, anyways. He's a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. Man, they knew that would happen. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off. Forgot to take him off. You forgot to take it off. I feel like he would appreciate honesty. Yeah. Whoa, this isn't that kind of game. Not that we blame you for trying. But still. Oh, you motherfucker. You don't just give a man an opportunity like that and expect him not to try to romance Colonel Sanders. Man, fuck you. Oh, what? Yes, Spork Monster. Okay, so clearly, I'm not nearly as good at this game as I thought I was. Reveal it. Go with different stuff this time. Oh, Ghost of Student pops up. Okay.
Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? Never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. Can't you see him in the middle or something?
You open the window a crack and the Ghost of Student is swept out with a breeze. Huh. An urn. You take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. I was right about this. I called this. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the little drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Frames a baby picture of just themselves. People who are cute babies. It happens. The vase is empty. That's a plot twist right there. That is absolutely a plot twist. Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of a company they founded, am I right? Wendy's. Captain D's. Wait, no, Captain D's is just a fish. I was thinking of the guy from SpongeBob. Never mind. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. What is this? This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. Think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Canned chicken, be prepared, sashimi style? Oh, the camel one. Look at that. The photos appear to be Colonel Sanders. Except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices? One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appeared to be cheersing them. Are they? I don't think they are. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Yeah, this one we saw already. This we saw already. And this we saw already. I wanted to get all of them. And that's it. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. Wait, that wasn't making a move? What bullshit is this? No. Anyways, that's fine. I get to be with him. That's it. That's just what I'm going for here. I might be developing feelings for you too. But I'm concerned. Can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. I just have to keep moving forward. That's okay. That's okay. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. Stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Captain Bandsaw? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. Zzz. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. In some jurisdictions, cocaine isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Ooh. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Making sure. I can't save. Oh well. Flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking about you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school, after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. Except for that kind of one guy who didn't really make it on time. Oh well. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you.
Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I'm worried that something had happened to you.
It's okay, I was just...
But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam.
Sure, but...
You will not believe what has happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date.
I think I can believe that.
Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know a little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends. Things quickly spiraled out of control.
Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? Oh, he's a pressure cooker, okay. Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker?
Now I'm not really sure where we stand.
You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. Also, I like how, of the various items in this room, there's like, what I can only assume is a boy band poster, a computer monitor, but no, like, computer part. Maybe it's an all-in-one, who knows? Let's see. Also, I can't even tell what this is. A shoe, only one of them, a tennis racket, and a bunch of pearls in this box. And a water bottle that's empty. And a book. That's about it. Huh. Not a bad room. Not a bad room at all. Anywho. And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him.
You what?
Nothing happened. Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do everything, even though I've been spurning her the entire game. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite... Though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. Yo-ho! I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. This kid's just Ralph Wiggum. I feel like that's the joke, is that he's Ralph Wiggum. You can get your swirly dip, too. Why don't you get pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school. But who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Captain Bandsaw, suggesting I pick on defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go into cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. They can take my cooking skills, but they can never take my freedom. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears that things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school, Captain There was a punctuation there. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Captain Bandsaw, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday, I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. It's a lot of words to say it was bland. A lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Captain Bandsaw. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of foods. Man, that's pissed off the man. See you inside, Captain Bandsaw. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages.
Whoa, that's the book? It looks like bad news.
It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff.
Grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. I'd spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful.
I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. Other arcane warnings include Jinx is a problem, and Vi looks really good with the gauntlet things. That's a good look on her. It's cool. That was a really bad joke. Holy shit. Am I really... Man, it must be getting late or something. I don't know. It says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it'll erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scroll out Colonel Sanders, it'll probably help me focus better in the upcoming final exam.
That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like, anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger?
Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. You know what? I'm gonna cast the forbidden spell. Wait, no. Bad end, right? Bad end? Oh well. I'm gonna cast it. You begin to recite the spell, but you stumble on the words. And the only effect it seems to have is to make you forget what it is you were doing. Oh, right. Looking at the page again, it comes rushing back to you. Maybe it'll work this time. Okay, yeah, okay. I gotcha. Don't do it after all. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. Sprinkles stops in his tracks, focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Oh, that's a cute little pose. I like that. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window out of the classroom. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I told you never to come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! I can't scream for real because my neighbors are nearby and I don't want to make things worse for them. Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? Ooh. You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Captain Bandsaw, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. See, but before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room.
I told you to save it for after class. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger?
Would being strapped to someone you know make it better? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of the mechanical noises. But
no, you had to show off your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan. J&J forever. The cool J's, people even call them. Watch us form a triangle in mid-air as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well, it doesn't make it a great date. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or go off a cliff for all I care.
Sad boop. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks.
No amount of seasoning is gonna make me want to eat that, Clank.
Clank burps at a completely deep-fried sneaker. Okay, now for the eternal question. Would I eat that? And honestly, it actually looks pretty good. It looks like it's well buttered, well fried, battered. It's got a crispy sort of look to it. I think I would eat that shoe. It's probably relatively edible, you know, occasionally. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Yeah, it's gotta be Skechers, you know? They make quality shoes for eating. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. Oh yeah, just like that thing where I didn't have a gun around and I found the shotgun in Apex. Yeah. He says that too. Huh. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown and challenge exam. The final competition showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you'll get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay?
Okay. I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone?
Her tiny cocoa was a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke. Even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Take me down to Success City, where the... I didn't know the lyrics for that part, never mind. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way.
You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel St. Stallion and ride off into the sunset without me.
Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If there's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheek.
I should really review my menu for today. Going to make a very special soup.
I bet the Professor Dog is gonna love it up. Love it? Is that a phrase? While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it. The location of your final challenge. A test of will. A test of courage. A test of challenge. A test of talent. Shit. A test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off Van the supposed man and his eviler counterpart, Ashla. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Captain Bansaw's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Captain Bandsaw, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? It's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who was hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Let's go with this. I feel like he'd appreciate the craftsmanship. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. I'm 40% English Terrier, or whatever the term is. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? I mean, I feel like that'd be the easier part. Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie, with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No. I can smell it was made with a helping of TLC. Tyrannosaurus Literary Club. Probably it. But it'll probably start burning in a second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That's it. That is, except Kokovus, everything you have. Everything you've got. I need to actually read the line. God damn it. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are preparing wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Man, what's his stand name? What would that be? It's not Foo Fighters, because that's already a thing. His stand name would be, I don't want to have it be All-Star, but I kind of feel like it's All-Star because of the head thing. Hers would be Bitch Lasagna. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harassing his 11 herbs. Yes, he's harassing his 11 herbs. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something. Perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10, with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow. This is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth.
Best friend batter blah 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 blah.
Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll! I juice myself! Scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Jello personality spatula! Even Clank gets in on it. Wait, what? That was fuck, I didn't even do the line properly. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold! We mustn't let it happen! Will the appliance uprise, it will take us all! Yeah, there was a show about that recently. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Do it the hard way, as Colonel Sanders would have wanted. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Captain Bandsaw. Miriam notices too.
And I've always believed in you, Captain Bandsaw, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever.
You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you.
Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny bird, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but...
Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles.
It's the secret ingredient.
However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes.
It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? Sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it. Sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should just watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woken up, that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and I'm just gonna ride on through this. You toss a serious stare over it. You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Okay. I feel like this isn't the option. This is probably it. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows throughout your body. Flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. Palms sweaty. 100% success or whatever the song is. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for...
Yes, Captain Bandsaw, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me.
That was the wrong voice.
You are the chosen one. You will avenge me.
The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out.
You're interrupting my inspiring monologue. Sorry.
My heart is pure. My hands are steady. Knees weak, palms are sweaty. Just vomit on my sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. God damn it. Alright.
My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery.
You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Captain Bandsaw. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. But all is not lost. I am losing my mind, and my ability to speak. Honestly, music in this game is actually pretty dope, not gonna lie. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it.
But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What'll happen to you? What about the rules?
Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts.
Are you suggesting?
If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union. Time's up, students. This time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, blank. From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying. Sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop, hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now! Pop, get down from there right now! Let me guess. Did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? Oh, I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. Wait, wrong voice. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the best prank in USCL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Thanks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow. 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come. For me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish.
I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup.
My word, it's so delicate. Is that teeny tiny Naruto maki I spy afloat in its itsy bitsy bowl?
Yes, Chef.
Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby leaves that I picked myself.
Sprinkles carefully sniffs about the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug.
Thank you, Captain Bandsaw, for helping me believe in myself.
Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard and axe hone urchin shell topped with caviar. Aha! Aha! Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different color type of urchin? Yeah, sprinkles. Bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brain. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof, woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Ouch! My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. As you would expect, it is sea urchin. I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. If qualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could be difficult to eat? Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? That's not even the right voice. Who would have thought that making food in a bowl made of needles would make it difficult to eat? And that's as close as we're getting this late at night. Alright. Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified?
For glamour?
Don't discount simplicity. Don't discount simplicity.
This isn't the last you heard of me.
And it was the last we'd heard of him. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles generously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps me calm my agitated tongue. Next student. It's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food? At a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Captain Bandsaw? I told you, it's a display piece. I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition. At a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I would go to the College of Eating, a school for the hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted. But don't breathe too hard, you might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Oh, get fucked, Ashley. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you! And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either! If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. Two chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. That actually looks pretty good. I kind of want that. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drumroll plays. Huh. Just a bit I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen. Give me this thing. And completely blow me away. In my 49 years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes in the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even the Van Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, students return for one last assignment. To get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Jesus Christ, Van Van. That is a man right there. Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. Van and Ashley tell everyone that they committed... Van and Ashley tell everyone that they're committed... How am I getting this wrong still? I'm getting it wrong still. I'm getting it wrong again. Da-da. Van and Ashley tell everyone that they're committed to... That they've committed themselves. Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written into school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing.
Now that everyone is together...
It's the Spork Monster. He is totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on, I'd prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name. Party Monster. The student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking. And you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who'd command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat a crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. He figured it was the least we could do for the school's dream. For the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. The music at the dance is interrupted and the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? Or as a Scottish person would say it, what?
I actually feel like I knew this the whole time.
Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me?
I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank.
You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. He is fly as fuck. That drip, though. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day when you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it is not enough to give them just a bucket of chicken. It's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go and buy my chicken. The end?
No, it's not the end.
As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Captain Bandsaw, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. Truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Captain Bandsaw. Oh no. Oh sweet. Oh sweet. We'll work together and play together. Oh no. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. I got the bad ending again, didn't I? Work together? Well, I think this is something I just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef. Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love? The life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at a pastry school. Oh, my dear Captain Bandsaw, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. Ladies and gentlemen, or possibly just gentlemen, I don't know who's in the chat right now. That was I Love You, Colonel Sanders. It's been a pleasure sharing this story with you all tonight. Oh, this is such a good little opening thing. I like this. We just for a second admire the fact that this even exists in the first place. This whole thing is insane. Someone in marketing decided we're gonna make a Colonel Sanders VN, and no one stopped them. No one said that was a bad idea, because it wasn't. It was a fantastic idea, but what the hell led to this? Anyway, I've been Arrowhead. Thank you for joining me tonight. And good night. Once again, I'm going to stop streaming by pressing this button. It's been 2.5 hours. Holy shit.